Top 10 never expected these vehicles to be this cool. 2026. What happens when engineers stop playing it safe and start building vehicles that completely challenge our expectations? You get machines that look strange, perform in unexpected ways, and sometimes make you wonder how they were even approved for the road. In 2026, the automotive world is more exciting than ever, with manufacturers and innovative companies experimenting with electric power, extreme off-road performance, unconventional designs, futuristic technology, and completely new approaches to transportation. Some of these vehicles look like they came straight from a science fiction movie. Others appear strange at first glance, but become incredibly impressive once you understand what they can actually do. Number 10. Microlino. Starting our countdown at number 10 is the Microlino, a vehicle that proves you don't need a massive SUV or a supercar engine to create something seriously interesting. At first glance, the Microlino looks almost like a futuristic bubble on wheels. Its extremely compact dimensions and rounded body make it completely different from the average car parked on today's streets. But once you understand its purpose, the design starts to make a lot more sense. The Microlino is designed primarily for urban transportation, where massive vehicles can actually become a disadvantage. Crowded streets, limited parking spaces, traffic congestion, and short daily journeys are exactly the situations where a tiny electric vehicle can make a lot of sense. Instead of carrying unnecessary weight and using huge amounts of energy, the Microlino focuses on being small, efficient, and easy to maneuver. One of its coolest features is the front opening door. Rather than using traditional side doors, passengers enter from the front, giving the vehicle a unique personality while making parking in tight spaces particularly interesting. Its electric powertrain also means quiet operation and the instant response associated with electric motors. But what makes the Microlino truly cool is that it challenges the traditional idea of what a car needs to be. You don't always need 4 large seats, a huge trunk, and a powerful engine just to get from one part of a city to another. The Microlino takes a completely different approach. Number 9. Can-Am Pulse. At number 9, we have the Can-Am Pulse, an electric motorcycle that shows just how quickly two-wheel transportation is changing. Can-Am is already known for creating unusual powersports vehicles, so seeing the company enter the electric motorcycle market is particularly interesting. The Pulse combines modern electric technology with a design that still feels unmistakably like a motorcycle. One of the first things you'll notice is the styling. The bike has a futuristic appearance without going completely overboard. It looks aggressive, modern, and engineered rather than simply designed to look futuristic. That balance gives it a personality that could appeal to both traditional motorcycle enthusiasts and riders interested in the electric future. The biggest difference, of course, is what happens when you twist the throttle. Electric motors can deliver torque almost instantly, meaning acceleration can feel remarkably direct. There's no traditional exhaust system, no conventional engine noise, and none of the familiar mechanical sensations associated with gasoline motorcycles. For some riders, that might initially sound like a disadvantage, but electric motorcycles create their own kind of excitement. The smooth power delivery, quiet operation, and immediate response can make the experience feel incredibly futuristic. The Pulse is also important because it represents a larger change happening throughout the powersports industry. Manufacturers are no longer treating electric propulsion as something experimental or limited to small commuter vehicles. They're starting to build electric machines that are designed specifically around performance and rider enjoyment. That makes the Can-Am Pulse more than just another electric motorcycle. It represents a glimpse into a future where motorcycles can become quieter, cleaner, and technologically smarter without necessarily becoming boring. Number 8. Polaris Slingshot. Taking the number 8 position is the Polaris Slingshot, one of the strangest looking recreational vehicles you can encounter on the road. It doesn't fit neatly into the traditional definition of a car, and it doesn't look like a conventional motorcycle either. With 2 wheels in the front and 1 in the rear, the Slingshot creates an entirely different driving experience. The first thing that catches your attention is the open cockpit. Instead of being surrounded by a traditional enclosed vehicle body, you're much more exposed to the environment. That creates a sense of speed and excitement even when you're traveling at ordinary road speeds. The low seating position also changes the experience. You sit close to the road, making corners and acceleration feel more dramatic than they might in a normal vehicle. The aggressive styling only adds to the effect. From certain angles, the Slingshot looks like a futuristic sports car that somehow lost one of its wheels. But the coolest part is that Polaris didn't try to make the Slingshot normal. They embraced its unusual design and built the entire vehicle around the idea of recreational driving. It's not necessarily designed to replace your family SUV or become the ultimate commuter. It's designed to be fun, and that's something the automotive industry sometimes forgets. Not every vehicle needs to be practical. Sometimes a machine simply needs to make you smile. The Slingshot succeeds at that incredibly well. Wherever it goes, people notice it. Children point at it, other drivers stare at it, and almost everyone who sees one wants to know exactly what it is. That's why the Polaris Slingshot earns its place on our list. Number 7. Terrain and jumps become part of the fun rather than obstacles. The exposed structure is another major reason why the Nomad looks so cool. You can see suspension components, protective structures, and other mechanical elements that are normally hidden underneath Hyundai Ioniq 5N. At number 6, we have the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, a vehicle that completely challenges the idea that electric cars are boring. The regular Ioniq 5 already has one of the most recognizable designs in the modern EV market. But the N version transforms the concept into something much more performance-focused. The Ioniq 5N combines electric propulsion with performance engineering, creating a vehicle designed for drivers who want speed and excitement rather than simply efficiency. Electric motors naturally provide instant torque, and when engineers build around that characteristic, the result can be seriously impressive. But Hyundai did something particularly interesting with this vehicle. The company recognized that performance driving isn't only about acceleration numbers. It's also about sound, feedback, shifting sensations, and driver involvement. That's why the Ioniq 5N includes technology intended to simulate some of the sensations associated with traditional performance cars. Some people might argue that artificial sounds and simulated shifting aren't necessary in an EV, while others appreciate the additional engagement. Regardless of your opinion, the experiment itself is fascinating. The exterior is equally dramatic. Wider bodywork, aggressive bumpers, performance-oriented wheels, and sporty details make it immediately different from the standard Ioniq 5. And that's what makes this vehicle so cool. Hyundai could have simply created an electric car that was efficient and fast. Instead, the company tried to create an electric performance vehicle that could appeal to enthusiasts. The result demonstrates how quickly automotive technology is changing. Electric cars are no longer limited to being quiet transportation appliances. They can be powerful, responsive, technologically advanced, and genuinely entertaining. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz G-Class. Halfway through our countdown is one of the most recognizable SUVs ever created, the Mercedes-Benz G-Class. What makes this vehicle so fascinating is the way it combines an old-school design with modern luxury and technology. The G-Class still has the upright, boxy shape that made the model famous. While many modern SUVs have become smoother and more aerodynamic, the G-Class has retained its distinctive appearance. That design isn't simply about style. The vehicle's roots are closely connected to serious off-road capability, and the G-Class continues to maintain that reputation while offering an interior that can feel more like a luxury lounge than an off-road machine. Inside, modern technology, premium materials, and sophisticated comfort features create a completely different atmosphere from the rugged exterior. You can look at the vehicle from the outside and imagine it climbing through mud, rocks, and rough terrain. Then you open the door and find a cabin designed for luxury. That contrast is one of the reasons the G-Class remains so interesting. The arrival of electric technology has made the story even more fascinating. Electric versions demonstrate that even an iconic gasoline-era platform can evolve into the modern automotive world without completely abandoning its identity. The G-Class is therefore more than just an SUV. It's an example of how a vehicle can preserve its visual character while adapting to new technology. Whether you're driving through a city or exploring an off-road trail, the G-Class has a presence that few other vehicles can match. Number 4. Rivian R1T. At number 4 is the Rivian R1T, an electric pickup truck that helped change the conversation about what electric trucks could actually do. When many people first imagined electric vehicles, they pictured small commuter cars. Rivian took a completely different approach. The R1T was designed around adventure, utility, and outdoor exploration. It combines the practicality of a pickup truck with an electric powertrain and a collection of unusual storage and technology features. One of the most interesting parts of the truck is its storage system. Instead of treating the pickup bed as the only useful cargo area, Rivian designed additional compartments into the vehicle, giving owners more places to store equipment. That's particularly useful for camping, road trips, outdoor sports, and everyday activities where organization matters. The electric powertrain is another major attraction. Depending on configuration, the vehicle uses multiple electric motors to deliver power and control traction. This can give the truck impressive acceleration while also allowing sophisticated management of the wheels. But perhaps the coolest thing about the R1T is that it doesn't feel like an experiment. It feels like a serious truck designed for real people. It can haul equipment, carry passengers, travel long distances, and venture away from paved roads while offering the quiet and instant response associated with electric propulsion. That's a major shift. The R1T shows that electrification doesn't have to mean sacrificing utility. Instead, electric technology can introduce completely new possibilities for trucks. And as more manufacturers develop electric pickups, the R1T will likely remain an important part of the transition to IT. Isn't simply a truck with batteries, it's a demonstration of what a modern adventure vehicle can become when designers start with a clean sheet of paper. Number 3. Tesla Cybertruck. Coming in at number 3 is the Tesla Cybertruck, a vehicle that might be one of the most controversial and unforgettable machines of the modern automotive era. Whether you love its design or think it looks completely strange, there's one thing nobody can deny. The Cybertruck doesn't look like a traditional pickup. Its sharp geometric body, stainless steel appearance, dramatic proportions, and futuristic styling make it instantly recognizable. Most pickup trucks follow decades-old design conventions. The Cybertruck decided to ignore almost all of them. Yet that's exactly what makes it interesting. That Tesla's approach was based on creating something that looked futuristic rather than simply updating an existing truck design. The electric powertrain also contributes to its unusual personality. Like other high-performance EVs, the Cybertruck can deliver strong acceleration thanks to the immediate response of electric motors. But perhaps the biggest achievement is the fact that the vehicle actually became a production machine. For years, people saw futuristic concept vehicles at auto shows and assumed they would never become reality. The Cybertruck shows that a company can take an extremely unconventional design and put it into the hands of real customers. Of course, that doesn't mean everyone will like it. In fact, its polarizing appearance is part of the reason it's so fascinating. That a boring vehicle rarely creates this much conversation. The Cybertruck has become a symbol of how dramatically vehicle design can change when manufacturers are willing to take risks. It might not look like the pickup truck of the past, and that's exactly the point. Whether it's the future of trucks or simply one of the strangest production vehicles ever created, the Cybertruck has earned its place near the top of this countdown. Number 2. Aptera. At number 2, we have the Aptera, one of the most unconventional electric vehicle concepts ever developed for everyday transportation. The first thing you'll notice is the shape. It doesn't look like a conventional car at all. With 3 wheels and an extremely aerodynamic body, the Aptera appears almost like a small aircraft that has been adapted for road travel. But the strange shape isn't just for attention. The entire vehicle is built around efficiency. Instead of creating a heavy electric vehicle and relying on a massive battery to move it around, Aptera's approach focuses heavily on reducing aerodynamic drag and minimizing energy consumption. That philosophy is extremely interesting because the future of electric transportation may not simply be about making bigger batteries. Reducing the amount of energy required to move a vehicle can be just as important. The aerodynamic body is designed to move through the air with minimal resistance, while solar technology can potentially provide additional energy under suitable conditions. This creates a completely different vision of transportation. The Aptera isn't trying to compete directly with a traditional family SUV. It represents another possibility, a lightweight, highly efficient vehicle designed around the idea that transportation doesn't always have to be large and powerful. And that's what makes it so cool. It forces us to reconsider what a car should look like. For more than a century, Automotive design has followed familiar patterns. For wheels, a front engine or motor area, a passenger cabin, and a rear cargo section. Number 1. Mercedes-Benz Vision AVTR. And finally, at number 1, we have the Mercedes-Benz Vision AVTR, a vehicle that looks less like a conventional automobile and more like something created for a science fiction movie set several decades in the future. Unlike the other vehicles on this list, the Vision AVTR is a concept designed to explore ideas that go far beyond traditional automotive engineering. Its exterior is incredibly organic. The body appears to flow rather than simply being assembled from separate panels. The wheels, lighting, surfaces, and proportions all contribute to an appearance that feels almost alive. But the real reason this concept is so fascinating is the technology and philosophy behind it. The Vision AVTR explores a future where the relationship between humans and vehicles could become much more interactive. Instead of relying entirely on conventional controls, the concept imagines advanced interfaces that could allow the driver to interact with the vehicle in completely different ways. The design was also inspired by ideas about sustainability, natural forms, and futuristic mobility. It's the kind of vehicle that makes you wonder what cars might look like if designers weren't restricted by today's manufacturing techniques, regulations, infrastructure, or expectations. Of course, we shouldn't expect every feature of a concept like this to appear in production cars exactly as shown. That's not necessarily the purpose of a concept. Concept vehicles allow manufacturers to experiment. They give engineers and designers permission to think about possibilities that might otherwise seem impossible. And that's why the Vision AVTR deserves our number 1 position. The IT isn't simply an unusual vehicle. It's a visual representation of a possible future. A future where transportation could become more connected, more intelligent, more sustainable, and dramatically different from the cars we know today. And if this is even a small preview of what automotive design could eventually become, the future is going to be incredibly interesting. So there you have it, 10 vehicles that are far cooler, stranger, and more impressive than you might expect. From the tiny Microlino to the extreme aerial nomad, from the electric Rivian R1T to the futuristic Mercedes-Benz Vision AVTR, every vehicle on this list proves that automotive design is changing faster than ever. Some of these machines focus on efficiency, others focus on performance. Some are built for adventure, while others are designed to show us what the future might look like.